Did you know that for a time, African rulers controlled Egypt? We're diving deep into the real history of Africa, beyond the stereotypes, to map out the empires that shaped the continent. Today, we are charting the rise and fall of kingdoms, revealing forgotten superpowers, and exploring the wealth and innovation that defined them. Forget the outdated image of scattered tribes. We are about to uncover centralized states with tax systems, standing armies, and sophisticated trade networks. Let's start our journey in West Africa, with the Ghana Empire, rising to prominence around 830 CE. Not the modern Ghana, mind you. The name comes from a royal title. Its power base. The trans-Saharan trade, controlling the flow of gold and salt across the desert. Imagine caravans laden with precious goods navigating these routes, all under Ghana's watchful eye. By the 13th century, the Ghana Empire began to wane, making way for a new power, the Mali Empire, founded by Sundiata Keita around 1230 CE. The Mali Empire reached its zenith under Musa, who ruled from 1312 to 1337. His legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 wasn't just a religious journey. It was a display of wealth and power that reverberated across the medieval world. Imagine the sheer scale of his entourage, the glint of gold, the ripple effect on economies as far away as Cairo. The Mali Empire wasn't just about wealth, it was also a center of Islamic scholarship. The city of Timbuktu flourished as a hub of learning, attracting scholars and scribes from across the region. As the Mali Empire weakened, the Songhai Empire rose to take its place, around 1350 CE. Centered on the Niger River, especially around Gao, the Songhai Empire became one of the largest Islamic empires in history. Askia Muhammad I, who ruled from 1493 to 1528, centralized the empire and ushered in a golden age of prosperity and learning. But the Songhai Empire's reign was not destined to last. In 1591, a Moroccan invasion brought an end to its dominance, ushering in an era of fragmentation and decline. These West African empires, Ghana, Mali, and Songhai, formed a powerful sequence, each building upon the legacy of its predecessor. They connected sub-Saharan Africa to the wider world, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture. Let's journey eastward to the Horn of Africa, where the Aksumite Empire flourished from around 50 CE to 960 CE. This was a major power in the Red Sea world, trading with Rome, India, and Arabia. The Aksumites were also early adopters of Christianity, with King Izona officially converting in the 4th century. And here's something you don't often hear: the Aksumite Empire minted its own coins, gold, silver, and bronze, a sign of its economic sophistication and integration into international trade. Further north, in modern-day Sudan, the Kingdom of Kush thrived for over 1,000 years, from around 1070 BC to 350 CE. At one point, Kushite rulers even controlled Egypt, during the 25th dynasty, often called the Black Pharaohs. They built pyramids, mastered iron production, and maintained strong cultural and economic ties with Egypt. Before we leave North Africa, we must acknowledge Carthage, founded around 814 BC and destroyed in 146 BC. Though of Phoenician origin, Carthage became a major maritime power, a trading giant, and a rival of Rome for centuries. Now, let's travel south to Great Zimbabwe, a civilization that flourished from around 1100 CE to 1450 CE in present-day Zimbabwe. It was the center of a powerful state linked to the gold trade and Indian Ocean commerce. Its most iconic feature: the massive dry stone walls built without mortar. And contrary to discredited colonial claims, Great Zimbabwe was built by ancestors of the Shona people. From Great Zimbabwe emerged the Mutopa Empire, which controlled the region between the Zambezi and Limpopo rivers from around 1430 CE to 1760 CE. They continued the gold trade and interacted with Portuguese traders. Let's journey further north again, to the Benin Empire, in present-day southern Nigeria. This empire flourished from around 1180 CE to 1897 CE and was known for its sophisticated city planning, bronze and brass artistry, and centralized royal authority. The Oyo Empire, in southwestern Nigeria and parts of Benin, rose to prominence around 1300 CE and lasted until 1896 CE. Built by the Yoruba people, the Oyo Empire was a major cavalry-based power and a participant in the Atlantic trade networks. It's important to remember that these maps of African empires often hide the fact that many African states were urban and had complex bureaucracies. They weren't just scattered tribes. They had tax systems, standing armies, courts, administrative provinces, and trade regulations. The Sahara Desert wasn't an empty barrier, but a trade corridor, facilitating the movement of gold, salt, slaves, ivory, textiles, books, and horses. And while some kingdoms adopted Islam, it wasn't always a uniform conversion. Many blended Islamic and indigenous traditions. The story of African empires is a story of innovation, resilience, and connection. They built great cities, fostered trade, and left a lasting legacy on the continent and the world. But as Atlantic and Indian Ocean seaborne trade increased, inland empires often lost their leverage, leading to dramatic shifts in African political geography after the 16th century. So, the next time you see a map of Africa, remember the powerful empires that once thrived there, the sophisticated societies that shaped the continent, and the lasting impact they had on the world. Africa's story is far richer and more complex than many realize. By understanding the empires of the past, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the continent's vibrant and diverse present.